All right, so this will help with workbook page 176. And what they have asked you on this page is explain why 256 divided by 4 is equivalent to 200 divided by 4, 40 divided by 4, and 16 divided by 4. So what they've done is they've just broken up 256 into numbers that will divide evenly by 4. So 200 divided by 4, and to check to make sure that this is true, we know that 200 plus 40 plus 16 does equal 256. So that's the first reason why these are equivalent and this will work. And then the second part, they've divided each one of them by 4. So that part's important too. You have to divide each one of them by the same number. And so now we just have to go through and solve this, and it'll give us our answer. So they've kind of done all the work for us and made it a little bit easier by breaking it apart. So 200 divided by 4, I can think of what 20 divided by 4 is. And so 4 times 5 is 20. So that means 20 divided by 4 is going to be 5. But since this is 200 divided by 4, that's going to actually give us 50. And then 40 divided by 4 is 10, since 10 times 4 is 40. And then I've got 16 divided by 4 is 4, since 4 times 4 is 16. So now I just have to add these together, and that gives me 64. Then if I wanted to check to make sure that this is correct, and it didn't ask you to do this, but they wanted you to solve it. But just to make sure that we're correct, we can do 64 times 4, and we should get 256. So let's try that. 64 times 4. And I'm going to go ahead and make an area model for this. So I'm going to break up the 64 into 60 and 4. And then I multiply that by 4. So 4 times 60, since 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 60 is going to be 240. And then 4 times 4 is 16. So I add those together, and I end up with, so 240 plus 16 does give me 256. And that's what I expected to get, what I started out with, the dividend. So that means that we did work this out correctly. All right, so I hope this helps with workbook page 176.